Next, children. Next is impact of global warming. Now, what are the impacts of global warming? The melting of glaciers and sea level. The rising, as the glaciers melt, there's a rise in the level of the sea. Okay, and this could cause flooding in the areas located near the coast. Then migration of animals. Animals migrate from cooler regions as their old habitats get too warm. The areas become too warm and they just look for the cooler regions and they go from one place to another, and this disrupts the food chain, means this spoils the food chain and puts some species in danger of extinctions. Some of these species, they die because they do not get the proper food. The food chain is not maintained because they have to change their location, right? Then temperature is one of the impact of global warming. Okay, now it is written over here, some scientists based on the research suggest that warming will fuel more powerful hurricanes. If the temperature increases on the earth, there will be more of droughts, there will be more of flooding in different parts of the world, right? Then change in ecosystems. The cold weather biomes refer to all the flora and fauna. Flora and fauna refers to the plants and animals. Okay, large occurring community of flora and fauna occupying a major habitat, for example, forest or tundra region. Okay, so they all die. They would die because of cold weather. Okay, and deserts will continue to expand. So this could be the impact of global warming. If global warming keeps taking place, all these things would occur. Then there would be heavier precipitation and flooding. Precipitation refers to rainfall. There will be more of rainfall occurring, and if there is more of rainfall, there will be increase in the risk of flooding events. Okay, it also creates conditions that lead to more powerful hurricanes and summer storms. There could be summer storms, hurricanes occurring in nature. So, and there is also possibility that there could be severity of extreme weather events will increase, means either it will be too hot or either too cold. Okay, like heat waves might occur, and the precipitation will reduce over subtropical land areas and increase at subpolar region latitudes and equatorial regions. That means there would be the nature would get disturbed, right? Like there would be changing of seasons. Like it might affect the incoming of spring season. It might arrive fast, or it may be as in the past. As compared to the past, it might come early, or it might be late. This also could cause flooding from the reservoirs. Reservoirs are like dams where we store water. Okay, it would get filled up soon, and droughts. It may also result into droughts, where there's the places which do not have enough rainfall might not get proper amount of nourishment for the crops. So many changes. The imbalance would occur in the nature. There might be extinction of plants and animal species as acclimatized to the changes. That means if the climate changes, when they are not able to adjust according to the climate, okay, it might be a threat to the animal life, right? In Antarctica, the past 30 years have been seen that 32,000 breeding pairs of Adelie penguins lowered to 11,000 because of the climate change, right? Then how can we reduce this global warming? We should use recyclable products. Okay, people should make an effort to use the products that can be used over a period of time. Okay, like we can recycle plastic, glass and aluminum cans, paper and newspapers, right? We can purchase energy from efficient products. Like for home energy is one of the biggest causes of global warming. By avoiding products that come with the excessive packages, products that cannot be recycled, and if people save garbage at their houses, people can save large amount of carbon dioxide annually. By turning off the heaters, air conditioners, coolers when they are not being used, in small step with a big impact on global will lead to great impact on global warming. So on our own we can at least do these work, like turning off the heaters, air conditioners, coolers if not required. Okay, then tree plantation, we can plant trees. Okay, it's the best possible way to combat global warming. Okay, they absorb plants. What do the plants do? If you plant more trees, they absorb carbon dioxide and release oxygen, and they also absorb the harmful gases emitted from the vehicles. So this could help in lowering down the temperature of our houses. If you have trees around, it would really make the surroundings clean as well as less polluted. Then reducing pollution, and if like it's already mentioned over here and it's been told to you several times also, how can we reduce pollution? For traveling to shorter distances, we can go by walking or we can use bicycle. Okay, this will help save fuel and reduce pollution caused by the vehicles. Okay, you know very well the emissions from the vehicles cause pollution, which leads to global warming. So if we try to walk smaller distances or use bicycle instead of the vehicles using fuels, the global warming can be reduced. The gases emitted from the vehicles damages the ozone layer, and due to this, ultraviolet rays and other harmful rays from the sun reaches the earth, causing the problem of global warming. So another way to reduce air pollution, is like using low sulfur fuels instead of fossil fuels. Use of low sulfur fuels instead of fossil fuels. These are in the industries are the main reasons, they are the main sites which pollutes the air. So these are the ways given how you can reduce global warming. There should be strict control on the emissions of harmful gases from the industries. Reduction in the use of conventional sources of energy or fossil fuels. Use the renewable sources of energy such as solar energy could be used. Tidal energy from the waves, which we get from the waves, could be used. Biogas could be used. It would contribute or help in reducing global warming. So children, this is the end of the chapter. With this, we've completed the chapter thoroughly. Now refer to this. Just go through it. Go through these points once again. Read on your own. Then let's quickly come to the long answer questions on page number 23. Okay. Now I'll speak out the page number and I'll take you to page number 21 too. This question number 1 is, what is the composition of air? This is long answer question, children. So therefore you should write, either you write in points or you can write in paragraphs. I think that if you write in points, it would be easy for you to learn. What is the composition of air? Please come to take page number 21. Page number 21. Earth's atmosphere is composed of. Please refer to this summary on the right hand side corner of your page, of the summary page. Okay, the summary is given. Just mark it from here till here, till ozone. This is the first answer. Then briefly describe the different layers of atmosphere. Refer to page 14, 15. Please note down page number 14 and 15. You should write in points and you can write sub points. Come to page number 14, children. Page number 14. Page number 14. First, you have to begin your answer by writing the 5 layers of atmosphere are troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere and exosphere. Begin with this and then write number 1 point number 1. Okay, write point number 1 with its sub part. First sub part should be, it's the lowest layer of atmosphere closest to the surface of the earth. Whatever I have underlined, you should write down as the first point of this answer. Then B part of this troposphere is, water vapor and dust particles are present in this layer. C part is, all weather occurs within this layer. Up till here you may write down all weather occurs within this layer. Okay. Then D part you can write down, air in the troposphere thins as the altitude increases. So we have A 1, 2, 3, 4 subparts of point 1. as we have to describe the 5 layers, no? So after you write the first point, then subparts. Then point 2, stratosphere, the second layer of the of the earth as we move away from second layer of the atmosphere. Okay, just write as it is up till here. B part, it occurs at 50 kilometers. Then C part, ozone is in plenty in the stratosphere. Okay, it heats this layer. You may write like this: ozone, which is abundant in the stratosphere, heats this layer. Then D part, it absorbs energy from incoming ultraviolet radiation from the sun. 4 points, again 4 subparts. Mesosphere is a layer after stratosphere. Okay, it has the coldest temperatures in the atmosphere. Then most meteors, you can write B part in this. In mesosphere, the temperature becomes colder. This could be B part. C part, you can take this. It has the coldest temperature in the atmosphere. And D part could be most meteors from the space burn up in this layer because of air resistance and friction. 4 parts each. Then come to point number 4, thermosphere. Thermosphere is directly above mesosphere. B part is, its temperature slowly increases in the lower thermosphere. B part, I have already marked over here, children, note it down. Right? And point number 5, exosphere is the uppermost layer where the atmosphere thins out and merges with interplanetary space. B part, it is located directly above the thermosphere. C part, it has scattered gases and the gravitational pull of the earth is minimum in this layer. Right? Then come to the next question, which is, list the causes that contribute to the greenhouse effect. It's page number 22. This is page number 22. There are 5 points mentioned here in the summary. This full thing. The leading causes of greenhouse effect include burning of fossil fuels, deforestation, overpopulation, industrial waste and landfills. Then 5th, you can add the release of greenhouse gases in the above process. Right? Either you write the 5th point or not, up till here it is enough. 4 points are enough. Then next is D part. Describe the impact of global warming. It's again page number 22. It's given here on the top. All the points are given over here. You can copy down as it is. There should be 6 points. These are already short. Children, I expect you to write the answers in points like this. Please write your answers in points. Then last question, what measures can be taken to reduce the impact of global warming? Refer to page number 22 again. This is the last question. Global warming can be reduced. Just write down by the following or control. You can write down these points. 6 points are given. You can write all the points and learn it. Right? Clear, children? With this, the question answers will be complete. And I hope you have noted down the previous exercise. If you have not, you may note it down and try to write. If you can make the answers shorter and learn what could be understood by you, right? Next page. This has to be done by you on your own. Okay. This you can solve the crossword after reading the chapter once again. Try to solve it. It's a test. Try to test yourself.